and welcome everybody. We're so excited to be here on this Monday afternoon, really kicking off a very important event coming up. I know it's very important for us here at WPTV. Our entire staff are always involved in Autism Speaks, and the virtual walk this year is going to be huge. As we've all been talking through the year, we've been impacted so much by COVID and the challenges that have come with that and the changes that have come with that. And this year's walk will be virtual, will take place on March 7th, and we're so happy to welcome all of you here. Marla, Lisa, Boris, thank you guys so much for joining us today in this conversation to really kickstart some momentum so we can get a lot of people rallied up here.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Let's start. Lisa, let's kick it off real quick. Tell us about this year's walk and the differences this year from last year and what you all really hope to get out of this year in this new COVID world.
You know, with the new COVID world, we know everything is so different, and we just want people to know that we're still here for them. We still want to be that village for them. We still want to be part of everything. So despite us not having a live walk, we are having a virtual walk. We are going to have a kickoff at 9 in the morning. We are still going to be doing a lot of different things throughout the day, posting pictures, and we still want to see everybody. And we want everyone to know that, you know, we want them involved. So we want them to still register. We want them to share all of their amazing pictures of how their family's making the day special, and post it so that we can post it for everyone to see and let everyone know that they're not alone. Like, we're still their village and we'll still be there for them, and we still want to be there for them and whatever help that they need.
So Marlo, let's take us from step by step here. Those that are out there that want to become involved and want to walk in this, how can they participate, and tell us exactly what they need to do so they can go live on March 7th and walk with us at 9 a.m.
Okay. Well, everyone and anyone who wants to participate, they can register, especially today. If we're really trying to kick it off today, go to autismspeaks.org, Palm Beach Walk. Register. You don't necessarily have to walk. You could, you know, run, bike, you could do a scavenger hunt, anything that you want to do with your family to encourage other people to get involved. We are promoting 1.54 miles. If people are going to walk, it would be great because it signifies the 1 in 54 children diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder. But we also want people to know that we are still here. You're not alone. We'll be posting throughout the day. We want everybody to share their activity with us. And any questions, they just need to reach out to us because we all are on social media. And we just want everybody to still feel like a part of a family, because that's what we all are. Doesn't matter. It's the most incredible feeling when you're at a walk, just being with people who support the autism community.
Well, I know a lot of us have been involved in several walks and several events right now in this new virtual COVID world. And the impact of it is almost even greater because of this, because of the need that we won't physically be present, but the way that you can structure it, the way people can identify with it in their own home, around their, neighborhoods or what have you, and creating that own virtual walk for themselves is huge. So the best way to get in contact, just go to Autism Speaks and the website and then sign up there. Is that the best way?
Yes, autismspeaks.org, Palm Beach Walk. And also another great way is to follow us on social media, Autism Speaks Palm Beach. There's lots of information on the website and on Instagram, Facebook.
Fantastic. Doris, tell me a little bit about the impact of COVID this year, some of the changes that maybe perhaps you have seen from years past to this year that really will make this year so great. I mean, this is what we've all talked about. The need is there. We've done so many stories on the charities and everyone really having a tough time. But there's a way we can create a mold this year that can catapult us into the next year and the next year. And tell us about the importance of this walk this year as opposed to years past with the hurdles that we have to challenge and cover.
Yeah, definitely. With COVID and everything, it's a change, and with not having people have physical interactions together, it's a lot harder to have participation and motivation. But this is really going to set the standard for what we have in our community and what we want to do, and an impact to change and make everybody's lives better with autism and all of it. And it's definitely going to be a lot of work, but I feel as together we can all do it and make sure for the next year that any challenge that comes our way, that we can prevail and show that what our community can come together and do.
And I know you're really trying to rally the younger crowd, the younger generation, college students and whatnot, just around the community to really get saturated in this. That's got to be huge for you too, as well. And are you seeing the followers? Are you seeing the momentum start?
Yes, it's definitely a lot of creativity. You have to come up with creative ways. With kids our younger, my age, we have a very short attention span, so it's all about becoming creative and doing things that are out of the box. And I'm starting to do things with my sorority and other chapters around our campus at FAU that definitely helps get momentum and get people involved.
Lisa, I know this year the challenges that have been present, you guys you're taking this head on and you're just rolling full steam ahead. I mean, the fact that we're having a walk is just a standard alone, because a lot of these organizations have just been shut down. But what has been the biggest difference this year, and the hurdles maybe that you've seen this year and the challenges that you've seen this year as opposed to other years?
Well, the challenge is the best is obviously people are on their own, right? Like everyone's kind of in their own worlds and everyone is trying to navigate the new world around them and figuring out how are we going to make people feel like they're part of a community? How are we going to let people know that they're not alone? And that's one of the things that Autism Speaks is always trying to do. They're always trying to do their toolkits whenever they're having, if a family member, a parent needs to see what's going on, or a grandparent or something. There's always a toolkit out there. So even when during COVID, Autism Speaks turned around and they put a toolkit out there and they put different information of how, your children with autism and your family with autism can understand COVID. So, and while they're trying to do that, they're also in this, time we're trying to give them these different tools to know that you aren't alone, and that even we can't walk together and we can't be there and we can't be the community we want to be, there's still a community out there at a bigger reach, and hopefully we are getting a bigger reach, that we're getting to touch people that, I don't really want to go to West Palm Beach to go to this walk, but look, this is out there and this is what we can do to help you. And so we want to be able to help you and to help you better navigate the world around us right now.
Marla, has this been one of the biggest events that you all have had to date since COVID started?
I have participated in other COVID virtual with other organizations, but this one in particular is the most difficult because it's a walk where everybody that attends really does feel a sense of community, and you really don't feel alone. So not being able to be together, we are really trying to stress how important it is that people follow us, participate, and that they're not alone. They still have us. We have all the resources on the autismspeaks.org website for, questions if you need services, for example, and you just go to autismspeaks.org and you can navigate the site and you can have some questions answered. And it's just a nice way to really navigate what we're all going through.
Well, I know you all are connecting with a lot of people, and just in our conversation here, I'm getting some bullet points coming up from people who are listening in. Malcolm Harris Gowdy says here, I love being a part of this organization. I have autism myself, and I don't let it define me, and that's what people with autism need to remember. And really, Lisa, highlight that a little bit for us. Someone like Malcolm who is really clinging to this organization for the hope, and to really not let it define him, but let him really set the standard. And tell us more about that connection that you all have with the public.
Well, it's a major connection because we're sitting there, and like I talk about why I walk, and I always walk for my son Hudson and for the community, because we want to find those missing puzzle pieces, right? Like we want to be able to put all of our pieces together and realize that we aren't defined by autism. Autism, it allows us to be part of a bigger community, it allows us to work together and to learn more about each other and to figure all the different things. Every one of us is different, and every child with autism and every family has a different hurdle that they experience, and everybody walks for their own reasons, but they do the walk as a whole to realize that we are this community that's amazing, that will really do anything for each other. And when you're in there, when you're at that walk, and when we Marla and I were just talking about the last event that we've actually seen each other really been to was the walk last year, when it was a week before everything kind of the world changed around us. So it's so interesting to see, you know, how much we've just pivoted and how much everything's grown. And like Malcolm said, autism doesn't define us. It just helps us, you know, it's who we are, and we accept it and we grow from it. And that's all this is about, is, you know, allowing people to grow and allowing people to become accepted and to become part of a community and to feel loved. And that's what the walk is about, to feel loved on every step of the way.
Doris, I know I'm reading some literature here that was just handed to me, and some of the rallies and things, some of the live interviews that you all hope to do over the course of the next couple of weeks before the actual walk. What particularly who are you looking at, and what events or what types of activities are you hoping to do to drum up support for this for March 7th?
We're doing a lot of things around within our sorority. We're getting girls involved, so registering alone, just being a part of it, getting donations, and then definitely talking to others. And we just had a presentation yesterday night in chapter on how multiple ways that we can get people to be involved, register, donate, even come to the walk, show their support. So we've really trying to been spreading ideas such as like putting like jars out at your work for extra donations, like always spreading the word. And we're really just really pushing our girls and everyone in our like community to like support Autism Speaks in any way that they can, if it's small or big.
That's huge. Some of those little details, just putting a jar out and work. Marla and Lisa, you know, carry forward from what Doris just said. What are some things people can do between now and March 7th to drum up support, to get everyone involved in this? Obviously, social media is going to be a big component of this.
Yes. One thing that is really important, we're trying to get all of the schools in Palm Beach County to register. And, you know, there are lots of students who are in school and lots of students that are at home. And it's a great way for them to connect. So we are encouraging that your local schools, private schools, register, get your kids involved, and also stress how important it is to be kind. It's all part of the Autism Speaks mission, because we really want to emphasize that you need to be inclusive. And by showing your support at school, you are supporting others who have learning differences and who, you know, the spectrum is so broad. And it makes people feel really good who are on the autism spectrum, to feel included. And this is something that really does help them feel that they're being recognized and supported. So
we've had like different ideas of some people doing 54 jumping jacks, you know, in order to get involved, or to walk around the track 54 times, or, you know, to just walk around your park or pedal your bike, you know, just kind of doing like little things to get involved, to do that. And then while you're doing it, do not forget to hashtag us at Autism Speaks PB, and post it on Facebook so that we can see what you're doing, and everybody can see that, you know, you aren't alone and you are in this, and whatever little thing you do, nothing is too small. So, you know, nothing at all is too small. If it's just you and a friend, you know, kind of running around and being silly, and you're for Autism Speaks, that's amazing.
That's perfect. And, you know, the hashtag will carry a long way as well. Again, I want to reiterate that for those who are tuning in. It's hashtag, can you repeat that again?
Hashtag Autism Speaks PB.
PB, okay. And then let's go over the details one more time for all our people who are tuning in, who want to get involved. It's the information they need to go to. Where can they go, and what do they need to do when they hit that site?
It's the Autism Speaks website, and then you can go to Palm Beach Walk and you can register there. And the virtual walk is on Sunday, March 7th, and we're going to start at 9 o'clock, and we are going to do an opening ceremony like we do every other year, where we'll throw out some pictures and have different things and do our moment, you know, our mission moment for everybody. And then we want to see your pictures all day long, whenever you are. And if you're not doing it, the website will stay open until October 7th. Or sorry, I take that back, till April 7th. So that, you know, you can still post your pictures, and we're still going to put them out there. And we just really want to encourage, like Malcolm is saying, we really want to encourage everyone to participate. because it is an amazing mission. And there are so many amazing people like Malcolm and everyone else out there, and Hudson and Jack, that, you know, this means the world to them. We had to decide whether we were going to do a walk this year, whether we were going to do it or not. We realized, you know what, we need to do something, because this means a lot to everybody that's involved.
So it could be the single most important day for them this year when it comes to the mission and this organization and what you all are doing. I'll leave you with some final thoughts. I'll give you the floor, and you can take over just before we depart here.
Marla, you want to go?
Oh, sure. First of all, thank you for having us. Really appreciate it, and all the support that WPTV gives Autism Speaks. And again, just sign up for the walk, register, do your part, be kind, and include others, and especially people living with autism. It's very important to us and to them, and we can do it together. A brighter future for everyone living on the autism spectrum.
We're just facing such unprecedented challenges in our community, and we're just inspired by the Palm Beach community. And that's why Marla and I chair it every year, because we are inspired by the community around us, and the autism and their commitment to it. And that, you know, through their commitment, it creates a kinder and more inclusive world around us. And so for anything, I just want to thank the community for always, you know, making this event so important and being such an important role moving forward for our mission. We couldn't do it without you. Marla and I couldn't do this walk, and without you, and you're part of every step that we take. So we want to thank you. And, you know, we're so thankful for everybody helping to become a brighter future for everyone on the spectrum.
And Doris, any final thoughts?
Definitely, thank you. And with the world where we're at now with Corona and everything, I say spread kindness, be kind to everyone, and be grateful for your life. And I would say just register to walk and support our community, because right now that's one of the biggest things we have is each other.
Be kind and having each other. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, Marla, Doris, and Lisa, for participating today. It's a big day as we begin the momentum carrying to March 7th at 9 a.m. And I know we're going to have a big rally in the community, and Facebook, and everybody will get fired up. We'll get everybody posting, and we'll get everybody rallied up for that day. So thank you all so much for all you do for Autism Speaks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.